So hello guys, welcome to the new video. In this video we will be looking at a problem of 2D arrays, which is a very famous problem. First of all, let me introduce what does the problem says is. The problem says that we will be given a 2D array, right? And we have to print, or you can say we have to traverse the elements in the 2D array to print them in a spiral manner, right? Let me show you what does it say is. Suppose we have an array 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, right? So we have to print the elements in this order: 1 2 3 6 9 8 7 4 and 5, right? So how does it look like a spiral? We can visualize that. First of all, we are printing this row 1 2 3, right? Then we are printing this column, right? 1 2 3 6 9. Then we are printing this 9 8 7, right? 9 8 7. Then we are printing this 4, and then we are printing this, right? So you can see, if it would have been a bigger array, let's say this, um, 11 12 13 14 and 15 16 17 18 19 and 20, right? So we want to print it like this, right? We want to write a code which will print the elements in this array in this manner. I should also write this 1 2 3 4 5, then 10 15 20, 19 18, and then 17 16 11 6 7 8 9 14 13 and 12, right? So we have to write code for this. So I hope you have understood the problem. So let's write the code now. I will write the code here so that I can explain you also. Right, later on I will show you the outputs also in Visual Studio Code, right? So yeah. So first of all, suppose we have to print this array. Let's say it has 4 rows, right? 1 2 3 4, and this has 4 columns. Yeah, so this has 4 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so we will take 4 variables. We will declare 4 variables, such as start row, which will point to the starting row, and end row, which will point to the ending row. uh, we will take start column, and we will take end column also, right? So suppose the size of this array is 4 by 4, right? So the value of start row will be 0, and the value of start column will be 0. The value of end row will be 3, so as the index started from 0, right? This would be also 3, right? So what we have to print first, we have to print this row, right? So for printing this row, what we have to do is we have to write a loop. First of all, we will write an while loop, right? In this while loop, what we will write is, start row is less than equals to end row, and end column is less than or equals to, oh sorry, end column is greater than and equals to what? Start column, right? So by writing this while loop, we will print it continuously. We will write our code for printing this, this, and this, and then the when the while loop will iterate again, it will check the condition and then it will print again in this format, this, and this, right? So that's why we have written this while loop. Okay, so in the while loop we first have to print this row, right? This row, first row are, yeah. So for writing this, we will have to write a for loop. In this we will declare an int I is equals to so in this, the row will remain constant at the value of start row, and we will iterate over the columns, right? So the value of column starts with start column, so let's initiate it with star column, and we will iterate it to we will iterate it till end column, and we will increment, right? So what we will do is we will see out a of, let's suppose the array is a of 4 4, right? So we will print a of start row with the iterating value of I in columns, right? Right. So after this row has been printed, we will update our start row to start row plus plus, right? Because we don't want to print this row anymore. We will not use this row anymore, right? Okay, so in the later part we have to write in loop to print this column, right? Right, see, we have printed it till here, right? We have printed it till here, and we have initially start row was pointing at this, and now we have updated our start row, now it is pointing here, right? So what we will do is we will iterate over the row from starting row till end row, from starting row till end row, keeping our end column as constant, right? So let's write it for int I is equals to start row. We have to iterate it till end of row, right? I plus plus, and then we will see out a of I with in constant value of end column, right? When this is printed, we will have to update our end column because we don't want to print this column anymore. We will not use it in the later part of the code, right? So let's update our end column to end column minus minus, right? So in the next part we have to print this row, right? This row, we have to print this row. We have printed it till here, now we only want to print this much part, right? So you can see, as you can see, we have updated our end column. Initially it was pointing here, now it is pointing here, right? So let me erase this and also erase this, right? So now as you can see that our end column is pointing here, okay? And we have to print this row keeping our end row constant, and we will iterate from end column till start column, right? Start column is pointing here. We will print from here to here, right? So let's write this loop for int I is equals to end column and I is greater than equals to start column I minus minus, right? So we will see out a of, we will keep constant our end row and we will iterate the value of I. through this, right? So when this is printed, after this is printed, we will update our end row, right? Because we don't want to print this row anymore, right? So we will update our end row to end row minus minus, right? So let me also update it there. Yeah, so now it is print pointing here, right? Okay, so we have printed this and this, right? Now we have to print this. You can see that we have printed till here. I will use another color, right, to show you that which part we have printed till now. Okay, right. So we have printed this, and this. Right, we have printed this. Now we want to print this much part, right? We have to print this. As you can see that our end row is pointing here and our start row is pointing here. So we will write in loop in which we will iterate the value of end row till start row, keeping our start column constant, right? So let's write this. Let me pick up the same color. Okay, so we will write for int I is equals to end row, and we have to print it till greater than equals to start row I minus minus. We will see out a of I within constant value of start column, right? And when we have printed this much, we will update our value of start column. Why? Because we don't want to print this column anymore. Now in the later part, when this while loop will be iterated, the part which will be printed will be this, right? Because we have updated our start column. Now start column will not point here, it will point here, right? So when again from when this all the four loops will be iterated, then again it will uh, check the conditions for while loop and the conditions will fulfill. Then in this loop we are printing from start column to end column, right? So now start column is pointing here and end column is pointing here, so these two elements will be printed. Okay, in the later part this will be printed, and in the later part this, and the program will end then, right? So let's see it if it works or not in our Visual Studio Code, right? So let me take you there. I have already written the code here. You can see that I have declared two variables in which we are taking the number of rows and column from user, right? And I have declared an array called a, uh, and I am inputting the elements in this array via updating the value of val with val plus 1, right? So this is our array, this is our function in which we are doing all the stuff, right? So let's go. This is my function in which I am printing. So as you can see that I have declared all those four variables: start row, start column, end row, and end column, with row minus 1 and column minus 1, you can see. uh, and I have written this four functions, four loops, sorry, in which I have written some if conditions. I will explain you that why I have written this, because our code is currently not completed. There are some corner points in which our code will fail, right? So for upcoming those corner points, I have written this if condition, right? I will explain you why I have written this. First of all, let's check for the input which we have generated the code for, right? We have generated our code for by taking an example of an array which has four rows and four column as an input, right? So let me run this, right? So I'm giving 4 and 4 as input, right? and I'm giving enter. So you can see that this was my array. uh, Wait, this is my array, right? And it is printing this output from the spiral print function, right? So you can see that it is printing 1 2 3 4 8 12 16 15 14 13 9 5 6 7 11 and then 10, and then it is ending, right? So it is working fine for our input 4 comma 4, right? So let me just remove this if condition which I have written here, right? Let me just remove this. I will write it later when I will explain you, right? So this was our code which we have written. Now let's again run this. First of all, I'll show it. It is working fine for 4 comma 4. Yeah, you can see it's working fine for input 4 comma 4, right? uh, Now let me again run this code for input, let's say 3 and 5, right? So see what's happening here is 1 2 3 4 5 10 15 14 13 12 11 6 7 8 9, right? Technically speaking and ideally speaking, are the values which are printing and the iteration which is being done should be till here only. We are getting 8 and 7 as an extra output generated from this code, right? So why this 8 and 7 is being printed extra, right? We have to see this also. In one more example I will show you. When I will take input like 5 and 3, right? So you can see that 1 2 3 6 9 12 15 14 13 10 7 8 11, right? Ideally the output should be this, but I am getting an extra 8 here. So we have to overcome these two conditions, right? That this 8 and 7 should not be printed and this extra 8 should not be printed, right? So let's see how can we do that, and why is this happening, right? So let me show you then. This was a program, right? Yeah. So I have already written the code and made an array here to explain you all the stuff, right? This is the same program which we have written earlier, and this is an array of 3 comma 5 size. It means it has 3 rows and 5 columns, right? This will be the value of our SR, I mean starting row, end column, and starting column, right? So when it will enter this while loop, right? When it will enter this while loop, all the conditions will be fulfilled. As you can see that the value of SR is 0 and value of end row is 2. So 0 is less than equals to 2, right? So this is right. And value of start column is 0 and end column is 4. So this is less than equals 0 is less than equals to 4, right? So the conditions which we are checking are true, right? So this while loop will run, right? When the first loop this loop will iterate, the value of SR will get updated and we will print this row, right? So let's update our SR to 1. Okay, now in the second loop our value of EC will get decremented and we will print this much part, right? Value of EC will get decremented, now it will become 3. Okay, in the third loop we will print our values till here, okay, and the value of ER will get decremented, right? In the last loop we will print till here. This was already printed, we will print this only, right? and the value of start column will get incremented to 1, right? Now after these four loops are iterated, now again the conditions in the while loop will be checked. So let's check them. The value of start row is 1, right, and the value of end row is 1. So 1 is less than equals to 1. Yeah, 1 is equals to 1, so this condition is right. And the value of start column is 1, and the value of end column is 3. So 1 is less than equals to 3. Yeah, 1 is less than 3, so these conditions are being followed, right? So let me erase this. Yeah, I will just correct it. It got rubbed. Yeah. So now when again this loop will be printed, right? So let's see if this will work or not. The condition for this loop is start row should be less than equals to end column, right? So what is the value of start column? Value of I will be equals to start column, right? Value of start column is 1, so 1 should be less than n equals to end column. End column is 3, so 1 is less than equals to 3. Yeah, it is correct, 1 is less than 3. So this loop will work, and what will it do is it will print from start column till end column, right, keeping the starting row fixed. Our start row is pointing at 1, this is 0, this is 1, so our start column start row is pointing here, right, and our start column is pointing here, and our end column is pointing here. This is our end column, this is our start column, and this is our start row. So keeping the value of start row constant, it will print start row till end row, so this much part will be printed. Now this was all what we was needed to do. Okay, now we don't want to print any output anymore, so we will check it that none of the loop now print any output, right? So let's see if this loop will work or not, right? So the condition for this loop is it is putting up the value of SR into I. What is the value of SR? We'll see is yeah, SR is 1, right? So I will be 1. And what's the value of ER? ER is 1, right? ER is 1, ER is also 1. Yeah, so you can see that oh, sorry. When we have updated this, the value of SR has been updated. We haven't updated it. Yeah. So SR will become 2, right? So the value of I here is being SR will not be 1. It will be 2. Okay. So and the value of end row will be 1. Yeah. End row will be 1. So 2 is less than equals to 1. No, 2 is not less than or equals to 1, so this condition is false. So this part of the program will not work, but the value of end column will get decremented because this decrementing uh, condition is not inside the loop, right? So value of end column will get decremented to 2, right? Okay, so now uh, we have to write this here, right? Let's write for which condition this loop doesn't work. It doesn't work because value of start row has become greater than end row, right? Because of this condition the second loop didn't work, right? So now let's see the loop 3. In loop 3, what is saying, it is storing the value of end column in I. What's the value of end column? We can see 2, right? So 2 should be greater than equals to start column, which is 1, right? So 2 should be greater than or equals to 1 so that this loop will work. But yeah, we can see that 2 is greater than 1. So if 2 is greater than 1, this will print what? This will print from end column till start column, right? Let's see what is our end column now. the value of end column has been updated, it is 2, right? It is not pointing here, so let me update it in the diagram. Yeah, so end column is not pointing here. Yeah, so end column is now pointing here because the value of end column is 2, right? 0 1 2, you can see that. I write it here, 0 1 2. Okay, so end column is pointing here. Okay, it will print from end column till start column, keeping the value of end row as a constant, right? So end row here, which is end row is here, right? End row is here, this is end row, right? End row is pointing at first row, right? So this will print here. Let me use some other color, right? Let's use green. This will print from here to here, right? Let me just highlight this part of the diagram. Yeah, so these two values, right, uh, this and this will be printed again, but we don't want these value to be printed, right? Because we have already did our work by printing all the elements still here. But due to this loop, these two values are being printed again, right? To overcome this condition, we will use this condition which we have written, right? So that this loop also don't work, right? We have already seen that the second loop didn't work because of this condition, right? So if we will check that if the value of start row is less than end row, only then we will print this. And if the value of start row will be greater than end row, then we will not print this loop, right? So by doing this, this extra part which is printing will not be printed again, right? As we have seen that 7 8 9 and 8 7, right, in our output, before it was something, but it should be ended till 9, but we were getting 8 and 7 are as extra, right? So what was happening was 7 was here, 8 was here, and 9 was here. Then it was printing 8 and 7 again, right? So we don't want to do that. So for upcoming that problem, we will write if condition, that if start row is less than end row, only then we will print this part of the loop, otherwise we will not, right? So let's update that in our code and see if it overcomes the problem we are facing or not, right? So we have to write an if condition in a third loop. So this was first loop, this was second loop, and this is third loop, right? So we will write if condition here. Yeah, so what does our if condition says is that start row should be less than end row, right? Only then we will print this part of the loop, otherwise we will not. So let's close this. Yeah, so let's now run this for the input 3 and 5, right? Let me clear this first. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so again I am running this. Now I am writing 3 and 5, right? So it should work fine now. Yeah, as you can see that we have overcome the problem we were facing earlier. It is now ending at 7 8 9. As you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 10 15 14 13 12 11 6 7 8 9. Yeah, so it is ending by 9. Now we are not getting any extra 8 and 7 here, right? Okay, but this loop, let's see if writing this loop have solved our problem which we were facing input 5 and 3 also, right? So let's give 5 and 3. Yeah, so you can see that the problem is still persisting here, and it has not been overcome till yet, even if we have written this if condition. So we will dry run our code for this input also, and we will check that why this is happening and how can we overcome this problem, right? So let's go in open board, right? So let me take you to the input. I have already created an page for that, right? Yeah. So as you can see, I have written the code already here, and this is our array, right? I have already made the variable and initiated them with the values which they will have for the input 5 and 3. 5 is displaying the number of rows 1 2 3 4 5, and 3 is displaying the number of columns, right? So let's try run our code for this input also. So as we can see, when first of all while loop will condition all the conditions will be true, right? Then for the first part of the loop, our the value of sr will get incremented by 1, and we will print till here, right? In the second loop, the value of end column will get decremented to 1, and we will print our array till here, right? We have done this and this, right? Now in the third loop, which is this, right, the value of end row will get decremented to 3, right? And we will print this much part of the code. Now in the last loop, the value of start column will get incremented to 1, and we will print this much part of the code, right? Now when again the loop will be while loop will be iterated and the conditions will be checked, so let's check them, right? So value of start row is 1, and it is less than and equals to end row, right? So 1 is less than equals to 3. Yes, this condition is true. And let's see what happened with this condition. Start column is 1, and it should be less than and equals to the value of end column, which is 1, right? Yeah, so 1 is equals to 1, so both the conditions in a while loop are true, right? So the while loop will iterate for this value, right? So let's check it for the functions, right? Yeah, so in this loop, we will print this part of the code, right? This value will be printed, right? So let's see if this will print or not. The value of start column is 1, so 1 will here, right? And it should be less than and equals to end column. End column is 1. Yeah, so 1 is equals to 1, as it is less than equals to condition. Yeah, 1 is 1 is equals to 1, so this loop will work, right? And the values will be printed from start column to end column, keeping a start row as constant, right? So let's see, start row is pointing to 1. Yeah, so this is my start row, right? And what are the other variables? End row is pointing to 3, 0 1 2 3. Yeah, so this is my end row. Okay, and what is the other variable in this loop? That is end column, right? This is keeping our end column. Oh, sorry, here, right? Oh man, I have seen some other loop, right? Let's, yeah. Just a second, right, guys? Yeah, so the value of start column is 1, so start column 0 1, start column will point here. Okay, and end column is also 1, right? So start column and end column are pointing to the same columns, right? Okay, um, and the value of start row is fixed. Start row is pointing to 1. Yeah, so start row is pointing here. So keeping the value of start column fixed, it will print start row, start column till end column, which means that this element will be printed, which we needed to print, right? Now let's see for the next loop. For I is equals to SR and I is less than and equals to end row, right? So let's check it. The value of I is SR, so SR is 1, so this will be 1. It should be greater than and equals to end row. End row is 3. Yeah, oh sorry, it should be less than, right? Yeah, it should less than equals to. Let me just erase this and rewrite that. Yeah, so yeah, so 1 should be less than and equals to 3, right? Yeah, which is true that 1 is less than 3. So this loop will work, and it will print from start row till end row. End row is pointing here, 0 1 2 3, right? So end row is pointing here. Okay, so it will print start row till end row, by keeping end column fixed. For the value of end column, this will print here. So before SR got updated to 2, right? SR got updated to 2, so SR was not is not pointing here, it is pointing here, because due to the first loop the value of SR got incremented, right? So let me erase that too and keep it clear so that you don't get confused, right? So yeah, SR is pointing here, so it will print these two variables. So we have printed this, and now it will print these variables, right? So the values will be printed till here. This was what all we needed to do, right? We were required to print all the elements in the array till here only. Now we don't want to print any element anymore, right? So let's check that these loop don't work, right? So let's check for this loop first. um, the value of I will be EC, which is end column. So the value of I is 1, as we can see. Sorry, uh, when the second loop was iterated, the value of EC got decremented, and it got decremented to 0, right? So the value of I will be 0. So 0 should be greater than and equals to start column, which is 1. So you can see that this condition is false, so this loop will not work. But as this loop will not work, we may write its condition for which condition it is not working here, right? It is not working because the value of start column has become greater than the value of end column, right? That's why this loop is not working, right? So but the value of end row will get decremented, so value of end row get decremented to 2, right? Now we shall make sure this loop also don't work, right? So any other output don't get printed, which will make our program faulty in output. So let's check. So the value of I here is end row. End row is 2, right? End row is 2. So 2 should be greater than and equals to start row. Start row is 2, right? So as you can see, 2 is equals to 2. So this loop will work, and it will print from end row till start row by keeping the start column fixed. The value of start column is, the start column is pointing here, right? 1. Yeah, this is 1. So start row is pointing here, start row is pointing here, right? So it will print the values from end row to start row. End row is also has got updated. Now it is pointing to also. So let me also update that. Yeah, so it is pointing the row 2. Okay, so due to this loop, the value at this position will get printed again, which we were not required to do so. So we may write such if condition which will make this loop don't work now, right? So we may write if start column is less than, oh sorry, less than end column, only this loop do work, right? Because as we have seen earlier, this loop didn't work because this condition was true, in which start column became greater than end column. So we may write this condition that start column is less than end column, only this, only when, only then, sorry, this loop will get work and it will print our output, right? So let's update this if condition in our code which we have written in VS Code and see that if it works or not, right? So let's go to VS Code and right, we have written the if condition in the fourth loop there, right? So let's write that if condition in the fourth loop which says uh, s- if start column is less than end column, only then this loop will work, otherwise it will not, right? So let's close this. Yeah, so now let's rerun and check if this has overcome the problem we were facing earlier or not, right? So let's give input 5 and 3. Yeah, so now you can see that earlier we were getting an extra 8 as an output, but now we are not getting any extra 8 as an output, and we have overcome the problem we were facing earlier, right? Now our code is complete with all the conditions we have to write to make this code sufficient, right? Now you can check this code for any input you want, that it works for that input or not, right? So let's check, let me check for 7 and 3, right? As you can see, this is our array and this is our output which is being generated, right? It should end at 17 because the at last what will be printing is 8, 11, 14, 17. Yeah, 8, 11, 14, 17. Yeah, so this program is working fine for any other input also, you can check that. Now if you face any problem, you can ask those problem in the comment section. uh, I have tried my best to explain this problem, right? It's been a very long 43 minutes long video about such a easy topic, uh, but I hope you understood what I was trying to explain, right? So if you have any problem you can ask, otherwise you can leave, right? Happy coding, bye bye.